Hello and welcome to An Album a Day, day 391, going through all the media things. Today we're going back to the Uriah Heep collection. This is the last one, actually, that I have. This is a compilation, and normally I wouldn't have bought a compilation. I wouldn't have bought, is that right? I wouldn't have bought, yeah, I think that's right. I wouldn't have bought a compilation, but there were 4 songs on here that I needed to do the podcast because they're alternate versions of songs that were not found on any of the remastered deluxe editions. It is crazy here in Tulsa today. We've had an incredible amount of tornado sirens going off. It seemed like for about 3 hours, as soon as it stopped, seconds to a minute later, they would come back on again. I heard 4 different sirens going off. You could hear them start and stop at different times. It was very, very weird. No tornado, lots of rain, but I guess tornadoes did touch down. Obviously, I'm still here, so spoiler alert, I'm okay. But anyway, we're talking about the compilation from Uriah Heep, and this is interesting. I want to talk about the cover a little bit. Still Eavy, Still Proud on CD. I think there might have been a vinyl release of this. I think there was. I'm not sure, though. I'll have to look. But this one, I find this interesting because I don't know where the bird logo came from. That started to be integrated into their work at some point. And in fact, the CD box set that you can get from, I think it's BMG that did it. It has the bird logo on it. So that's kind of interesting. There's 2 X's, so maybe it's like the 20-year anniversary. I really don't know. I'll have to dig into that a little bit if I ever get curious about it beyond the time I'm doing this video. Because here's what happens. I get curious about something in the moment, and then I forget about it and just don't really care. I care about the music. I care about how it makes me feel. There's curiosities with things that just kind of pop up, and they're kind of momentary. I mentioned them on the podcast in that fleeting moment. By the time 2 more sentences are out of my mouth, I've completely forgotten about it, and then I'll get 10 or 12 people writing me going, oh, this is this, and this is this. I'm like, I don't even remember saying it. Anyway, so there's some really cool stuff on here, but let's take a look at what we get. So here's the back. Very simple, but legible, readable. I can read this. Could be bigger. There's just so much wasted space to me on these things. I don't know why, to this day, every one of these that I look at, I'm just so baffled by the waste of space for tiny fonts and lots of open room. These designs, and I mean, I have a lot of Uriah Heep CDs, so they're done by the same company. So if they do it one way and they have a format, that's how they do it. You kind of get, that's how they're going to continue to do it. But in general, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. So this one is from Essential Records, and it came out in 1998. So that would not be the 20-year anniversary because they started in, I guess, really 69, so 89 would have been it. So 98, that's another 9 years later. But, you know, we get very nicely printed book. It's very clean, easy to read. This font's a little bit small, but there's a lot of information in here. So I get them consolidating it, even just saving 1 page out of these. You know, when you're printing a mass amount of product, can really save a lot. There was a study done years ago on airline food, back when you used to get, like, I don't know if you still do because I've never done international or transatlantic flights or anything, but very bright on the back. I don't know how many times we get the entire song list on this thing because it's on the back, it's inside the front of the book. Then you get, you know, I think it's in here again, and then it's in here again. It's like, I don't know how many times we need the song list. Talk about saving a page, right? You could have done something else with that. But anyway, there was a study done. If the airlines took, I think it was 1 cherry tomato out of their salad, they would save millions over the course of 1 year. And so you start thinking about that and you apply that to other things. Like if we did 1 page less on a CD booklet, let's say we're printing 20 million of these. That's 20 million pages that you're not printing. Not to mention the environmental impact of that. But I mean, that's huge, right? So it kind of makes sense to consolidate, but it's still, I mean, there's no point in doing it at all if it's not going to be legible. Very beautifully done CD. Just so much of the same thing, because then you get it again behind the CD. And you have it right here, and you have it right here, and you have it right here, and you have it right here. It's just so much of the same thing. So I don't know who designed this. I would say a little color other than white and gold would be nice, just something a little bit different. Don't really need so much of this one image over and over and over again. But as I always say, most important thing is the songs. And there's 4 songs, like I said, that I got this for, and I'll tell you when I get to them because they're all in a row. We open with Gypsy, classic Uriah Heep track. July Morning, Chef's Kiss, I love that song. Mr. Majestic, excellent song. Lady in Black, another classic. Easy Livin', one of the most famous songs, easily heavy radio play on that one. Too Scared to Run, an excellent, excellent song. Corina, another great track. Then we get to 4 in a row that I needed this for to cover a couple of different seasons. We get Split Image, Playing for Time, Valley of Kings, and I'm Alive Again. All great tracks. Then we move on to our last 3, Pacific Highway, Mr. Majestic, and another version of Corina. So there's lots of stuff on this. It's a good compilation. It gives you some stuff that's familiar and also some stuff to explore in the deeper tracks, some that you might know if you didn't follow Heep through those eras. Too Scared to Run I had on that anthology, and that's where I first heard it and just absolutely love the song. Vocals are incredible on that one. But yeah, anyway, so Still Heavy, Still Proud, very cool. I think we have a few more days of rain. I don't know about any more predicted tornado events, although I wouldn't have known about today until it started happening. So I don't know if that was something that they had predicted ahead of time. There was nothing on my weather app that warned me. In fact, my weather app, for the number of sirens that I had, my weather app or my phone never alerted me to any immediate danger, which I found interesting. And again, I didn't have anything, I don't think, touched down like right where I am. But yeah, very interesting day here in Tulsa as I'm winding down the months that I have left here in this town. Anyway, I hope that you guys have a great weekend ahead. I'll try and get a couple more of these videos done. We're really winding down. Don't have that many left. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 as of right now. There may be more coming. I may get some more stuff. If I do, at some point, like get another record or whatever, of course, I will add a video. They just won't be as, not that they've been all that consistent lately, but, could be a couple weeks and then a video will pop up. So, stay tuned, stay logged into the channel. You never know what's going to happen. I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.